Welcome, hello children and all the parents watching this video and hope you all are safe at home. So today I will be teaching you social science of grade 8. Hello student, today we will continue our first chapter resources. So the resources can be classified into two parts. First is natural, second is man-made. Okay, so the natural resources, the resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification are called natural environment. Okay, so you will see that the water which we use to drink and we use in our lot of work, we take it directly from the nature and without any modification we use the water in our many things. Okay, so there are so many examples that we use the water that we take from the nature directly, like there are rivers, lakes, minerals, soil. So many things are there in the nature that we get directly from the nature and we get benefited. In some cases, there could be some modification to make the resource in a better and in a possible way. The natural resources further can be classified on the basis of their use and development. It is divided into two parts: actual resources or potential resources. Okay, so the actual resources. First of all, we will talk about the actual resources. Okay, so actual resources are the sources that whose quantity is known. Okay, and it is that we are using them in present. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development and use, origin, stock, and distribution. On the basis of their development and use, resources can be classified into two groups: actual resources and potential resources. Using present, like petroleum, coal, or minerals, soil. So many things are there that we use present. So these things will come in actual resources. For example, coal in rural region of Germany and petroleum in West Asia and dark soil of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. Okay, windmill in Netherlands and Nagarcoil, Tamil Nadu, and some part of Gujarat. Okay, so these are the example of actual resources. Okay, now we will talk about the potential resources. What are potential resources? Potential resources are the sources that may not known. Okay, we are not known about them and not being used yet. Okay, so could be used in future. We can use them in future, but yet we are unaware of it, that whatever the use, what the modification we can do, we are unaware of it. Okay, so technology may not be advanced enough to easily utilize these resources. Means we haven't have yet the advanced technology to modify the things. For example, the high speed winds were in our past, it was also a potential resource because we are unaware of the use of winds. But with the technology or with the use of skills, we come to know that the wind can be produced, the wind can be produced energy, okay, so that today we have a windmill, and this wind energy now we will count it in a actual resources, okay. There is an example of a uranium in Ladakh. Uranium that can be found in Ladakh, yet we haven't have this much advancement of our technology to make the use, the possible use, with the best use of this. Of their origin, we can classify the resources into a two part, the natural resources into two part, biotic resources or abiotic resources, okay. All those resources which are obtained from the biosphere have life are known as biotic resources, okay. The life that is obtained from the biosphere is called biotic. This biotic can be divided into can be classified into a three parts: producers, consumers and decomposers. Here we have producers, composers or decomposers. There are relation between them. They are interrelated with each other. See, these producers are plant, okay. The producers are plant, okay, and the plant that take energy from the sun, okay. The plant that takes energy from the sun and make their food, and then this plant which is the food of some animals, and then this plant will be eaten by this animals, this life, and then when this animal will be died, of any of the living organism will be died, then there will be a work of decomposers, that are pests or insects, okay. Pets or insects. What they do? They decompose the body of that animal, okay. So what are the example of these biotic resources? Forest, okay. That is, if we use the forest in a proper way, in a balanced way, this is the forest. Livestock and human being all have their time period, okay, to live. Then we will talk about the abiotic resources. All those resources which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. All the non-living things which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. Abiotic resources can be classified as renewable or non-renewable, okay. So light, rain, rocks, soil, water. With these students, these all are the abiotic resources.
Natural resources are further subdivided into two groups, biotic or abiotic. The living things that come in biotic, for example, protists, plants, animals, fungus, and bacteria. Non-living things are water, soil, air, minerals, and light.
Water can, if we are using, if we will not use the water in a moderate way, so one day there will be no drinking water. Water will be there, but there will be no drinking water.
Let's know the classification of natural resources. Types of resources are, there are three types of resources: human-made resources, natural resources, and human resources. On the basis of the level of development and use, resources are classified into a actual resource or potential resource. Second, on the basis of their origin, resources are classified into natural and human resources, means biotic or abiotic resources. So, on the basis of their stock and on the basis of exhaustibility, we can say that this is divided into two parts: renewable resources or non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are resources that are replenished after use, but non-renewable resources means resources that get exhausted after use. And the last, on the basis of their distribution, the resources can be classified into two groups, that is ubiquitous resources or localized resources. Okay student, so in our upcoming videos we will come to know on the basis of their stock or on the basis of their distribution. Students, till then, stay happy, stay safe.